So, hi everyone. Zach
Meow.
attack, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. So basically the point of this particular call is for us to give a like we had discussed in the previous call, there's going to be differences in how you see us moving forward between Market Ledger and Coopy. Fundamentally, there's no difference, but at the same time, you will see a difference in terms of Zach's going to take more of the predominant role in Market Ledger with the VCs. I'm going to be taking more of the predominant role in Coopy. But also, everyone is obviously naturally wanting to know a little bit more about what Coopy actually is. So we're going to give an overview of what Coopy is right now, and introduce you to more of the team that's behind it. Some of the individuals will be known to pretty much everyone. Some you'll have an idea of who they are, but not really what their role is, etc. So as an overview, Coopy is essentially going to be a real world business which is going to utilize its own cryptocurrency for funding its growth. So we will be using the coin as the governing currency to not only invest in multiple business ventures, but it's also going to be the currency that we use within them. This is predominantly to ensure that we have a constant growth for the crypto side, but we'll be also talking about how the fiat side plays alongside it, so that we're essentially merging crypto and fiat together. And we will be doing this by everyone that invests in Coopy is essentially going to be like our investors that you would see in normal fiat world. That would be like stocks and shares. Normally in crypto, you are an investor, you're investing into a token, you're investing into a community or a crypto, but you don't have any say, you don't have, there's no structure, and you're open to being conned, you're open to a rug pull, a honeypot, whatever the correct terminology you want to use. But we're trying to also bridge the gap between that, because right now there's also, when you look at like how governments or even not just governments, but layman's normal people, they wouldn't normally actually take crypto on board. There's lots of conversations that I've been having very recently, and they go, oh no, hold on, stop you there. If it's crypto, no, sorry, I'm not touching it. And we're trying to also bridge that gap where you can have a crypto company, which is what we're creating alongside Market Ledger, but then you can also have it coexisting with fiat, and they don't have to be so jarring. So we're trying to bridge that gap. And then also, instead of taking the more traditional route of a real world company, normally you have to have like multiple shareholders, you have to have constant board meetings, you have to have share resolutions to be able to do anything, sometimes even to breathe. And that can also mean that a company fails before it's even started. And by having this sort of like hybrid between the two, there's something quite interesting there. And I haven't seen any other global business actually do that properly. Now, you might be asking why? What's the point? I've given some highlights, but there are also other reasons why. We see the value in crypto as a whole. And we also understand that fiat right now is more predominant when you're looking at government contracts, or you're looking at the mass adoption, I suppose, because we all know that there's a value in crypto, but not everyone does. And sometimes that's due to a lack of understanding. One example, our great great aunt is teaching, so she's in her 90s, but she's teaching our mum how about crypto. So it's not even just about age, it's just about the adoption. So we want to also try and extend the adoption and try and help people to understand a little bit more and actually adopt crypto as a whole. So Coopy would be sort of at the top, the umbrella company, much in the same way that Virgin has an umbrella arm and then it filters down. In the same way that Amazon, Google, they all have umbrella companies and then everything else filters down, and there might be different names, but you're ultimately going to the top when you're a shareholder. And when I say shareholder in this scenario, it's you guys as the investors, but also there's room in the future for converting your potential tokens into shareholding in the actual umbrella company, depending on what you've done. Obviously, if someone has literally just pumped and dumped, then they won't have that opportunity. But if there's an individual who has been very loyal, then we will give that opportunity to have some sort of shareholding if they want to. In terms of what we can also tell you right now, we are in the final stages of partnering with a company that's going to provide us with the Coopy card. We are looking that's going to roll out within 6 to 8 months. This will be a fiat only card at this moment in time, but you'll be able to use it like your normal debit card. It's going to start off as being a UK and Euro. We're going through legislation at the moment for it to be possible for the States, and then rolling it out further afield as well. There are multiple layers to this card, in that we will be looking at how we can integrate it with crypto, and that's where the market ledger sort of like crossover will come with this particular card. But also it's going to be looking at the further down the line, the AR and VR elements that we are also looking at cultivating. We've actually started creating our own metaverse. We're also looking at, because you guys know about the Kickstarter element with the VR AR glasses, we're really focusing heavily on the AR element. Now this is twofold. It can be good for our fiat client base, but also I would hate to look in 200 years time. Clearly I won't be alive then, but I would hate to look in 200 years time that everyone is just living in a virtual world. That just doesn't sit right with any of us. And whilst there's benefits of having the metaverse and VR, obviously with the pandemic, being able to actually socialize, yeah, great. Also, if you've got friends and family that live in different areas, then yeah, that's amazing. But having that hybrid is very important for us, because you should socialize one-to-one with individuals. It's wrong to think that people will just sit in one room, in my opinion. Hopefully no one disagrees, but that's my opinion. It's just crazy to think that people would be so isolated. So that's an element. We've also we've commissioned over here anyway, he may not be globally known, but a artist called Rupert Fawcett. He's currently creating the Coopy character. that is going to be on different adventures, also with different, how can I put it, animations with Coopy. And we're looking at bringing out a TV show, hopefully a film in the future, comics and children's books. Maybe there will also be borderline adult books with, like how Shrek had sort of innuendos that children wouldn't understand, but it's being inviting to adults to be able to watch, not just kids. And then aside from that, we have also been working with fashion designers who have worked with the likes of Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, Louis Vuitton, other big brands. And we are creating not just for animals, but also for humans on the real life side, but then also that can be transcended into the metaverse. So that's a kind of an overview. There's a document that will be coming out immediately after this VC that's going to give more information, because it's quite difficult to actually just be like boom, 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 concisely without questions at this point in time. But yeah, this is going to be documented. It has actually already been documented. It's on the website. We're going to be releasing the website. It's already all there. The VC will be put up afterwards. But the most important thing for us with this call was to, again, reiterate of the structure moving forward, an overview of what Coopy is, and also to introduce you to some of the team that are working on these things. So there's a gentleman that you would have probably have seen called Tomato. He won't be coming on the video because he's away at the moment and he doesn't have access to his webcam, but he's here on the call, and so he'll say hi. But he's been working on a lot of our games. We've got some mini games. There's one called Coopy Invaders. The point of Coopy Invaders is to be a little bit of fun for keeping people sort of interested, occupied community. And also there's a leaderboard within that. So we're going to start building up community competitions, etc. He's also working heavily on the AR experience that we mentioned earlier. So, Tomato, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you want to say hi?
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm happy to be part of this project and looking forward to what's about to come.
Yeah, you're doing brilliantly. And then Christian Wolf, you'll probably know more about him because he's more sort of like has been there more in the focus with ML, but also obviously with Coopy. With his sales and business background, he's going to be focusing on our brand partnerships. So this will be looking at things like partnering with real world brands to offer discounts and incentives for people to use the Coopy card, but it's going to be announced a little bit further down the line, but it's going to be integral for how we build on our AR plans as well. But he's going to be focusing on that side of things. Are you there, Christian?
Yes, sorry, I was muted. Hi, everybody.
That's okay. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, everyone. Nobody says.
Hello.
Hello, Tomato.
Then we've got Dom Dom. I don't think he needs huge amount of introduction. However, he's Kingdom. He's absolutely phenomenal when it comes to the tech side of things. There's so much that he's doing that people don't even realize how much work he's putting in at the moment. We have a quiz bot that has been developed, and we've been testing it. And then there's already another layer that's going to be built on top of that. We've already highlighted that. He's already working on it. And that's, again, going to be part of sort of like the marketing strategy of how we get our name out there. He's also heavily head down in the sandbox for the Coopy card, where we're designing and we're working out how the actual structure will work, because there's going to be an app, and his head down is down heavily into that, and we'll be releasing some sort of footage, pictures of how it's going to look, how you can use it, the exact way that it's going to work with incentivizing people to actually use the card. And yeah, so he's the tech whiz behind all of this. Then Martin, again, actually Dom, sorry.
Yeah, Dom's a
Do you want to
legend.
say hi? I forgot to actually say hey.
Come on, legend.
Dum.
Oh, we're doing video highs. Oh, now you've gone silent.
Hey, Dom, you're muted.
Hey, you're muted.
I'm sorry. It's my biggest fault in VCs, as I'm always trying to talk without realizing I'm still muted. It's it's annoying cheat of myself. No, I'm Dominic, and now you can see my face in video. I think I was also on those at Market Ledger on the Stoxing photo, but now in real life, full as I am. From my living room.
You've got the Homer Simpson shirt on where he's backing up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want one.
Yeah, I really like wearing those kind of t-shirts. You know, not purely one color, more like with some things on. And yeah, maybe I'm too old for this, but I like it.
No, it's great. I just imagine this like character of going back. That's all I can think of. That's going to be you forevermore.
Yes.
Okay, so, and then Martin, again, most of you know him. He's been doing a lot of video work. He's heading up that. He's going to be working closely with the guys heading up the socials. And then further down the line, as we build up the Coopy media brand, which is, I haven't touched on it in this call because there's going to be a document, like I said, that's going to, I think, make it easier to visualize. So he'll head that up. And then on the socials, we've got Zigger and Pran. They're going to build up the social media presence. But yeah, more information will be revealed because also Zigger's going to be doing a lot on the VCs as well. So yeah, that's a roundup, I guess. The main point. Oh, hello. We have another face.
Hey. You're also muted, Christian.
It just goes straight to mute, doesn't it? When you jump in. So
I think I
I'd
unmuted
show my
myself
face.
following the video too. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Zach's really pixelated.
Is it?
I can't see Zach.
He froze an hour ago. I thought he was being a mime artist.
So there we have it. Martin, say hi. I know you have been. Say hi. Hello.
Yeah, an honor to be here with you guys.
You come and say hi.
Yeah, there's some exciting times ahead for everyone, and we're going to start giving more information about the synergy between Market Ledger and how we move forward with Coopy as well, because there's a lot of crossover, especially with the marketing and the card that we discussed. But there will be differences, obviously, with, like we said before, Zach's going to be more sort of heading up the Market Ledger side, and I'll be more on the Coopy side in terms of like the TGs and things like that. But it's exciting times ahead for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yippee.
Yippee. I want to see Martin's face.
Zach, get off mute.
Zach, what are you doing?
Is it the kitty?
Well, she's wandered off because I won't give her food. She's gone.
Ah.
I would have.
If I call her, she'll come. Chiba, din din,
I want food.
dinner. See if she turns up.
Probably not. We can't see you anyway. You've like gone all funny.
What, mine? My camera?
Yeah, you literally, you're just not there.
You're pixelated.
Well, you're there, but you're not moving. You're not.
Let me put the camera on or off.
You're like a robot. Well, not even a robot, a mime.
Oh, how about now?
Oh, that's better. Oh,
No,
that's
you're
so
upside
much
down.
better.
Literally, you were frozen from like.
I don't know. You know what? I've been holding the phone in the same position. I don't understand it. TV glitch.
I typed in. I said, like, what are you doing?
Okay, so does anyone actually have any questions overall from the community? Feel free to ask. So we don't have a set date for the actual launch. We're going to start, now that we've given the overview of what we've been working on and also some of the new team members that you haven't all sort of like interacted with. This coming week, we're going to give an overview of how the launch will go and how it's going to be done.
Dream Network?
100%. Yeah.
The whisper. Okay.
Who was that talking, actually?
That was Sue.
Ah, okay. Hey, Sue.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, good.
In the night over here, so I'm like half sleepy. But I
Oh,
was
dear.
so
gosh.
in chat.
Oh, good. So
Well,
glad what you did.
we've also got a document that we're going to be releasing after this, so you can read and digest it as well, which will give a little bit more information more concisely.
That sounds good. Thank you. I'll do that.
Yeah, no worries.
You can go and have a little nap again now.
Anyone else?
I think Olivier had a question, which what network for the token? He didn't hear it the first time you mentioned it.
Say that again.
The token
Last
network.
entry.
Yeah, I see.
Can you stop interrupting? Sorry, Dominic.
Olivier wrote, I asked which network for the token. Last question in the chat. He didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, Ethereum. Ethereum.
Yeah, there makes a lot of sense to launch a project like this.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Now, I was just saying Ethereum network is, it makes sense to launch a project like this on the Ethereum network.
Yeah, I'm glad that you think so as well, because we've thought about this long and hard for over a year now. That's the reality. And it's been tough trying to come to this conclusion. But yeah, we feel like it makes sense as well. So it's great to know that you think so as well.
Yeah, and I think the gas is going to come down with their new launch.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be. That's what we've been told. But then also the gas at the moment isn't that crazy. You know, someone sent some Ethereum and it cost them 30 cents. So I think it comes down to as well when it's everyone's like scrambling around because it's some massive launch happening, and then the gas fees are increased. But overall, it's not that mental. But then market ledger will also help with that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the benefits of Ethereum. It has a different user database. You know, if you want to compare it to BSC, you know, you look at people. Would someone on Ethereum be do swing trading as much? No, they wouldn't, because of the gas fee. You know, whether it's $4, $5, or, you know, we've seen it go into hundreds of dollars. The people have a different mindset on Ethereum, and they're more long-term investors. They're more, you know, they have a strategy in place. You know, people who are on Ethereum. So I think, you know, a token or a project on Ethereum can always hold out better in the long run. Now, we've seen that, you know, some of the things in BSC where people swing trade because, you know, it's such low gas fees. You know, could you imagine if we had gas fees on BSC right now for, I don't know, $50, $60? I don't think many people will be swing trading many tokens. So they'll be sticking with the projects and staying with them.
Yes, true. And I think we will probably be launching on exchanges as well in the future.
I'm just going to nod, that's it.
Nothing.
Of course, we're going to be on market ledger, but apart from that, but
again, just nodding.
Character. Now you reminded me. Do you remember Noddy? Is it Noddy?
Yeah. I need a hat.
yeah, exactly. Oh, sugar. I've shown my age now.
Stuck with your big ears.
So, unless there's any more questions, we can just have generic conversation. But if anyone has any actual specific questions, then go for it. So the ML holders benefit. As part of the contract, there's going to be a percentage of the taxes going directly into ML in some capacity. We've discussed that. Also, it's the fact that we're intrinsically involved in both of them. The marketing is just going to be, sorry, Tom, always want to answer you. I actually had my chat closed. That's why I didn't see you. But yeah, there's going to always be a direct benefit, because, you know, it's not going to be just talking about Coopy. It's not going to be just talking about market ledger. There's always going to be the crossover. And I need to actually close my chat again because I'm getting distracted. That's why I don't listen to all of you. So yeah, like any event that we do, there's always going to be, let's say we do an event for Market Ledger, then there's always going to be our Coopy element. Then everything that we do with Coopy, there's going to be a Market Ledger element. But what we have found, and this is part of the reason why we're doing the Coopy card first with fiat, is because not everyone is adopting crypto at this point in time. Whereas, so we can capture an audience with a meme side because it's a dog. Let's be honest. Coopy is a real dog, though, at the same time. But there's a real utility. So we can capture a certain audience with that meme-esque element. Then we can talk about Market Ledger at the same time. Any AMA, if you've been on a lot of them, they always say, oh, what other projects have you been involved in? And then we can just be like, well, we've been involved in and we still are involved in X. And that's how Market Ledger, there's so many different ways where Market Ledger will combine with Coopy, and there's no limits at all. So what everyone just needs to understand is that even if we are sometimes going on different paths, we're never leaving. Like Zach's never leaving, I'm never leaving, Dom's never leaving, Wolf is never leaving, Tomato's never leaving. We're just going to constantly work out how the synergy can work. And sometimes you won't necessarily understand the paths we're going along because we can't. There are certain things that we actually physically can't say because of our NDAs. There will be times where you won't know everything. Sadly, we would love to, but certain things that come along, we physically cannot tout all of them at all, even as much as we'd like to. We can't even allude to things. I've probably alluded too much, but we physically can't. Has that covered it, Tom? A little bit, please.
He's silent, so he's
Tom's
happy.
typing. No, he's typing. He's typing. Ooh. Whilst he's typing, does anyone have anything else that they would like to specifically ask? Working on it. Working on it, Mr. C. No worries, Olivier. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. You should get back to enjoying it. Yay! Tom's happy! Woo!
I live no more. I hope I'm not.
You are for me now again.
You keep
no,
freezing.
He's frozen for you, but he's pixelated for me.
Really?
Right.
Oh, bye-bye.
Is that better now?
Yeah.
No, you're frozen
no.
now. Oh.
Really? Are you sure it's not me holding the phone in one place for so long? You think I'm frozen?
I think you've just got your finger right on where the.
Oh, now you're gone.
Your internet is.
I'm just going into it and going back out. Is that better?
Yeah.
Turn to the left.
Yeah, I think so. Talk.
Hello. Does everyone hear me? The pixelated robot.
Turn your head to the left.
Can everyone hear me?
Turn your head to the right. Oh no, you're gone again.
Oh, now pixelated again. As soon as Olivier said, who's that Hugo Boss model, you pixelated again.
Hold on.
I think it's Olivier. He's screwing it up for everyone.
because he's a part-timer.
Now?
Yeah, that's better. Hola.
Hola.
How's your holiday, Olivier?
Lots of beer, I bet.
Oh, I like Olivier. I don't know why. Okay,
No,
Oliver. Oliver.
He's my little nephew.
That's true.
It is true.
Bye, Tom
Au
Tom.
revoir. Au revoir, Tom. I try my French.
Oh, nice. What time is it for you? Okay, not too late. 6:43 for us.
10 o'clock. That's not too bad. 3 o'clock.
Okay, shall we head off then?
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's it. We'll get the document out for everyone. Let them have a little read.
Because that keeps freezing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dom, for joining on
No
your
problem.
camera.
Good to see you, Dom.
Thank you, Broseph. Thank you, Zachary. Thank you, myself.
We should change his name to Frozery.